You are incarnations of God, all of you. You are incarnations of the Almighty, omnipresent, divine principle. You may laugh at me now, but the time will come when you will understand. You must. Nobody will be left behind. Swami Vivekananda. Have you ever felt completely lost in the chaos of life? Maybe it feels like you're just a small, insignificant piece, trying to fit into a world that seems too vast, too noisy, too overwhelming. But what if the reason you feel this way isn't because you are weak or flawed, but because you've simply forgotten the most important truth about yourself? The truth Swami Vivekananda so clearly recognized. You are divine. It's not about religion, rituals, or dogma. It's about a truth that transcends times, culture, and circumstance. It's about recognizing that, deep within, you are a spark of the divine, a reflection of the infinite. This is the essence of who you are. Not the version shaped by external influences, not the persona created by society's judgments, but your purest, most powerful self, untouched and unshaken. As Vivekananda says, nobody will be left behind. No matter how lost you feel right now, the universe is patiently guiding you back to the truth of who you really are. In today's world, we often define ourselves by what we do, what we have, and how others see us. I am a failure. I am not enough. I am anxious. I can't do this. These labels often cling to us like heavy chains, weighing us down, distorting the truth of who we really are. But Swami Vivekananda came to shatter those limiting beliefs. He reminds us, you are not the storm inside you. You are the vast sky that holds the storm. You are not your mistakes or failures. You are the awareness that sees and learns from them. You are not your past. You are the infinite potential to rise, again and again, beyond the past. He's not saying you're perfect. He's saying you are sacred, even in your imperfections. Even in your brokenness, you are divine. When you feel unworthy or lost, that is not your true self. It's simply a momentary illusion. The real you, the eternal you, remains untouched. This is not an easy concept to grasp, especially in a world that thrives on external validation. That's why Vivekananda said, "You may laugh at me now." Most of us dismissed spiritual truths with cynicism, but underneath all the noise and distraction, there is a deep hunger in our souls to remember our divine nature. This is the truth that will set you free. How can you practically live as someone who is divine? It begins with the way you treat yourself. 1. Speak to yourself like you matter. So often, we are our own harshest critics. When you fail, when you fall short, stop calling yourself a failure. Instead, whisper to yourself, "This moment does not define me. I am still whole. I am still sacred." 2. Recognize the divine in others. Every person you meet, even those who seem lost or broken, carries the same divine spark within them. When you encounter someone angry, bitter, or hurting, remember, they've forgotten who they are. And just like you, they're searching for a way home. 3. Create moments of stillness each day. You don't need an hour of meditation to reconnect with your true self. Just 5 minutes can make a huge difference. Find a quiet space, close your eyes, breathe deeply, and remind yourself, I am not my anxiety. I am not my fears. I am the one who observes them. I am more than this emotion. I am divine living. As divine doesn't require you to change who you are. It simply asks you to remember who you already are. It asks you to show up as the sacred soul you were born to be. Let me tell you the story of Diego. Diego was 53 years old, divorced, stuck in a job he hated, and distant from his children. He joked that he was already dead, just walking through life. Then one day, a heart attack almost took him. Lying in that hospital bed, machines beeping, tubes in his arms, he had a fleeting memory, a whisper from his childhood. His grandmother's voice, gentle and loving, speaking in Spanish, "Eres luz de Dios." You are God's light. It had been 40 years since he'd heard those words, and in that moment, something inside him began to shift. That wasn't a grand spiritual awakening, but a crack in the wall of self-doubt and shame he'd built over a lifetime. Through that crack, the light of truth began to seep in. Diego didn't become a monk or a guru. He kept his job. He still had bills to pay. But he started calling his children more often. He started listening, truly listening. During lunch breaks, he would sit quietly under a tree, taking a moment to reconnect with himself. And every morning, he whispered to himself, "Maybe I'm not broken. Maybe I just forgot who I am." Diego passed away 7 years later, but not in despair. He passed peacefully, having remembered that he was divine. And that made all the difference. You may laugh at these words now, or you may feel a quiet stirring inside, a whisper that feels familiar yet distant. Either way, the time will come when you will understand. Your point is no punishment. It's a wake-up call, a call to remember who you are. You are not lost. You are only asleep. This very moment, this breath, could be the moment you choose to remember the truth. You are not just a body. You are not just a name, a label, or a set of circumstances. You are a sacred flame, an incarnation of the divine. No one will be left behind, not even you. If this message resonated with you, don't let it fade away into the noise. Take a moment and leave a comment below. What would change in your life if you truly believe that you're divine? Like this video, if it gave you a fresh perspective on who you really are. Subscribe for more content that nourishes your soul and opens your heart. Share this message with someone who may have forgotten their own light. Remind them that no one is left behind. Let's create a space where truth is remembered, and no one has to walk this journey alone.